Come on, team.
We are live.
Come on, team.
Team on two, family. Y'all know what time it is. Team on two. 1, 2, team. Let's get it going with some clocks.
You know, I had a time in my life, and I just couldn't figure out at what point I realized
Clark Sisters, produced
that
by
I was
me, Jay
having a
Clark.
time in my life.
Sutherland, Chris Clark.
And then it
Y'all
dawned
really
on
know
me.
Good morning.
It was when I first laid eyes on you. Before I gave you my number. Before you ever approached me.
Baby,
I knew it was you. That's why I stood by the bread. Because I knew you wanted me to.
fairy tales don't come true for people like me and you. And I know you're feeling me from the first time. You love me right, and I can't deny. Boy, I don't wanna lose your love. I'm telling the truth, okay, boy. You know I'm thankful for what we had, 'cause I found love at first sight, then you walked in my life.
Closer than we ever been. Shit, we ain't never been friends. Fell in love on the first night. I believe in love at first sight. I've been praying hard all my life. I've been wishing on the star all my might. And for the first time in my life, everything is alright. So we gon' take it up to a new height. We ain't giving up, but we gon' fight. We ain't gon' stop till we get it right. Boy, you already know you the love of my life.
Get closer to you, baby. You already know. Get closer than just friends. Boy, I know you know. Get closer to you, baby. You already know. Get closer than just friends. Boy, I know you know. Fairy tales don't come true for people like me and you. And I know you're feeling me from the first time. You love me right, and I can't deny. Boy, I don't wanna lose your love. I'm telling the truth out the gate, boy. You know I'm thankful for what we have, 'cause I found love at first sight, then you walked in my life. Get closer to you, baby. You already know. Closer than just friends. Boy, I know you know. Closer to you, baby. You already know. Closer than just friends. Boy, I know you know.
Yeah.
We in the groove, baby. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
I do.
New day, new
You
you,
down?
new you.
Let's dance forever.
Come on. Get in the groove. And as you get in the groove, we made this song just for you by the teacher of all teachers for the class of all classes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It's the song of all songs. And we bubbling, baby. Come on. Get in here. Oh, it's hot.
I feel ecstatic.
Yes, sir.
I feel alive. Expecting. I'm flying high. No longer worried. My life's a breeze. I stop resisting and let it come to me. I wake up in the vortex, tuning into my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles and fly. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It 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 will be given to me. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It 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 will be given to me.
Do it, Lynn. Do it, Lynn. Do it, Lynn. Get him, Lynn. Get him.
the vortex, and every girl around me on the green bubble. No trouble on another level. Everything I ever want was given. Every car I ever want was driven. Black and brilliant, educated and cocky. Destined for greatness, man, no one can stop me. If you need the blueprint, just watch me. My make a block, it's not a game, like Monopoly. Oh, I wake up in the vortex, in the funky ass my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. Keep you alive, baby. When the troubles of the world are breaking me down, 'cause it's the game of all games. Get up and dance your ass off. Lovely, bubbly, bubbling. You can't stop my dough. No, them bears and the bubbles, here we go. Well, I'm the mama. I got to do what I got to do. Them bears and the bubbles. Fuck you, come on, class. Everything that I ever wanted, that I ever needed, will be given to me today. I saw Craig Mom and myself. I saw Craig Mom and myself. But the bears and the bubbles. Hey, Mom and myself.
I saw Craig, Mom, and myself. Man, it feels good. New day, new way, new view. I done got tired in this motherfucker this morning, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's hot in this motherfucker. Let's go ahead and do it like we do it every morning. We take a breath and then we go, E handala robo shy, e shakiete, o robo shy, yay source, dabba do that, yay debu day. Man. Somebody was very off note, but that's okay. Yay. Hey, look at here. Today is a new day, new way, new view, new you, man. And we are so excited. I'm so hyped. I'm happy. I've danced myself happy before y'all even got here. We're going to get it to our first 5 at 5, our first 5 at 5. Those are the first 5 most responsible people ready to get to class and ready to get this motherfucker going. And then number 6 is our
who is the one?
That means you are standing at the door. You are late. You are number 6. Your job is to come in and wrap up today's message to get out of Wonkland. Number 1, we got our man, Guru Dex. Number 2, Lorenzo Smith. Number 3, Only One Love. Number 4, Shah Kira Baya Leaf. Number 5, Master Goodies. And number 6 is Marshawn Joe Joseph Parks. So, brother, this is what your job is. Come in at the end of the class and wrap today's lessons up. Marshawn, you are on Facebook, so therefore you would hit this link right here to come in today's class and wrap today's lesson up. We're going to get started. I'm going to let some spirit settle in your spirit. Fuck words. You don't need words. Go by vibration. Go by vibration. We got a story today from my man Trav. It's my class. I do what I want to do. Trav sent me a good story. I figured I'd talk about it. So let his spirit settle in your spirit. You don't need words. Go by vibration. Ladies, what time is it, y'all?
Boom, boom, boom.
Recap, baby.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris.
Hey. So yesterday, master teacher was telling us, sometimes you got to say fuck it, right? Say fuck it to your conscience, right? Because this conscience is your moral compass, aka pink whisperers, aka pink think they protecting you, but not people, right? The fake shit, like the other people shit, the outside shit. So your consciousness that's really yours is not yours, is theirs.
Yeah.
So you have to protect yourself from it, especially if you're not trying to walk in. And now remember, sometimes you got to walk in these things. We're not supposed to try to be hiding, right, but we're supposed to be close to blue.
Yes.
So the least amount of desires you taunt yourself with is the closest you can stay with blue.
Yes.
However, if you don't remember, your moral compass is those pink imposters trying to impose on the possibilities of your personal achievement.
I love it. Wait, where's the button? Get it, Chris. Get it, Chris.
Hey.
I love that contribution. You know, the lesson for me was like confirmation because I had a situation earlier this week where I actually had to exercise what master teacher was talking about and tell myself, fuck it, because my pink, what you call them, whisperers?
Yeah,
my pink whisperers was talking in my ear, like, you know, you need to do this and what they gonna say about this and 10 years down the line, what's gonna happen is these people gonna come to your funeral and what they gonna say if they do, you know, and all of this type of stuff. And I was like, Lynn, shut the fuck up. What is this shit you talking? Like literally, I had to tell my conscience, yo, I really don't give a fuck. So for me, like Chris said, they're imposters and so forth. It was like a process, you know, that I had to move through because my blue immediately was just like, oh, that's fucked up, you know, immediately. And so, but then I let the pink whisper to me like, oh, well, what about this and what about that? And I had to just shoot them down like the centipede. Fuck that. Like a master teacher said, fuck that shit and fuck that idea and fuck that thought because my true blue was screaming out, fuck that. You know, it's like trying to wear shoes that's too goddamn little. And my big toe and my baby toe is screaming like, hell, fuck no, we can't dance. We can't get the job done in these shoes. And so that's exactly what happened. My big toe and my pinky toe was screaming like, yo, bust out of this pink suit. You didn't care before. And this incident has just brought me into knowing that I still don't care. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's okay. So yeah, we still operate in the same way we were, words exchanged, but hey, life goes on and it's the same as it was before. So nothing really changed.
Nothing really matters.
Well, let me get it, y'all. We
really
want to get
matters.
started. I want to get started. It's my class. I do what I want to do. I want to get started with a story from my man Trav. Obsession I'm going to start calling story time with Trav. Every time, every now and then, you just feel a guy whose vibration that just feels right. I want y'all to see what good vibration feel like, in my opinion. Because a lot of people meet me, they say, man, you got a good vibe. You may be yelling, you may be screaming, but your stories are impeccable. Your stories are great. So I'm going to let you hear a story from my man Trav, and then I'm going to go to the board. So I'm going to share my screen. Once I share my screen, Lynn, you put up the Black Clark sisters because I don't want anybody to focus on anything but Trav right now. We're going to talk about fuck words and we're talking about vibration, and we're going to let Trav introduce a lesson with a story he sent me yesterday. So let me see. Let's share my screen. Share screen. Boom. Your entire screen. Bam. Share. Now I'm going to go get my brother Trav, pull him up, and let y'all see what he talking about.
Come on, Trav.
How do I make
story
Trav?
time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
Trying to make him big.
big screen, big screen.
Learn how to communicate with my soul. So on the street, every day of trash day, it was this little old man. Tell a story about you would see him.
Y'all bear with me. It's some bullshit going on.
To the side of the street, all the way up.
Hold the line.
I got company today. Don't mess up my story. All right. So like, when I had bought my house, my first house or whatever, you know what I mean? At the time, a nice neighborhood, seemed like an elderly neighborhood, right? So on the street, every day at trash day, it was this little old man. You would see him taking out everybody's trash can to the side of the street, all the way up the street. And he would eventually get to mine sometime. And every time I saw him, I would just throw up my hand, you know what I mean? Out of respect. Hey, you know, he reminded me of my granddaddy because he was a real short man. So, you know, that went on, man, for seemed like years, man. So it got to one point, you know, he kept on taking mine out. So I said, I'm gonna stop and thank him personally. And, you know, I said, I'm gonna offer him some money or whatever, just for the appreciation or whatever. So one day, he came up to my house. He was by my house. So I saw it. I said, here go my opportunity. So I went over there. I was like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Went to introduce myself. got happy and he smiled. And then when he went to talk back, I realized he couldn't talk. So I didn't know he was mentally challenged. And it was deep to me because with all this time just riding up the street, you know, he just looked like a hard working old man, you know what I mean? And I had developed this imagination of who he was as an old man, and I just had the utmost respect for him. That's why I say, you know, I was destined to talk to him. So when I realized he was mentally challenged or whatever, you know, it set me back for a second. Then I had to regain myself. So I say, thank you, man. And he was like, yeah, 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 yeah. So if anything I can help you with, he say, he put his hand to his mouth, say, you go buy me a cigarette. Cigarette, he was showing me a cigarette. So I said, all right. So he jumped in my truck and he was happy. We rolled down to the neighborhood store, this in Trinity Park. He was leaning out the window happy like he had just made a new friend. You know what I mean? I'm tripping because all this time, you know, I never would imagine this. You know what I mean? Never would imagine. So that's why I say, you know, that's another point. Like sometimes you can be watching somebody else's movie and you can perceive it to be one thing, but when you truly get in the movie and realize it could be something totally different. So, I'm learning this right here at the same time. So we go get the cigarettes or whatever, and I tell him thank you. So then I got to thinking, I say, man, this feel good. And previous to that, I said, okay. So I said, well, I tell you what. I said, I cut my grass every Friday. I say, you come up to my yard. I say, help me cut my grass, and I give you some money. You know what I mean? Get you some cigarettes and stuff. He said, okay, okay. So the next Friday he come up there, and when I cut my grass, I got a lot of pride. You know what I mean? I cut my grass like I cut hair. Cut that thing, shape it up, blow it off. I want that thing to look like a magazine. So it was a real challenge for me to let another man walk on my grass with a lawnmower. But I say, hey, this Mr. Reese right here. I say, this right here gonna be a beautiful thing. So he helped me cut my grass. And in between that time, I had saw him. Now that he in my movie, it's like I'm noticing him more and more, noticing his characteristics more and more. Now it's making sense. Like, darn, I never saw this in all that time. So I see him asking for cigarettes at the store. So this time when he come cut my grass with me the week, I say, well, I tell you what, Mr. Reese, I'm gonna take you to the store and I'm gonna buy you a carton of cigarettes that's gonna last you a week. That way you ain't gotta ask nobody for no cigarettes. He said, okay, okay, okay. And I figured I'd do that because I didn't understand or really know how his situation was with money in that way. So I ain't want to put him in no means of nobody taking advantage of him, getting him money. And that thought was genuine because, down the story I'll tell you. But so, man, we started building this relationship, man. And every time after we got through cutting the yard, we would sit in the backyard. And like I said, he couldn't really talk. So, in my mind, just in my imagination of him and what I'm feeling through him and his vibe, I would have an all-out conversation with him. And he be going back and forth. And I watch him get loud, and I might say, Reese, you lying, Reese. I don't believe that. And he got darn rev up at me, man. And it's like we sat out there, man, every week and just had the most beautiful conversation. You know what I mean, man? And I'm talking with a man who we ain't saying no word. Well, he understand me, but I can't understand nothing he's saying. But at the same time, I get everything he telling me, man. You know what I mean? And it was beautiful, man. And so just to tell you how the story went, that went on for on. And I think he started getting out bad, getting in his health wise. So he couldn't really help me. But every time I would see him sitting in the yard, I would stop and talk to him to another old man and just, make sure everything was right with him, man. And let him know, hey, Reese, I'm thinking about you, man. You need anything? So Down the line, I stopped seeing Reese, man. So I stopped at the old man house. I said, hey, what happened? What Reese said I ain't saw him. He said, man, I heard they put him in a nursing home. I said, why? What happened? So he was saying somebody that was staying with his family had got out of jail, and Reese had money where people was getting him, I guess, a couple of dollars for taking out the trash close by his house, and the dude hit him in the head and took his money. Man, that broke my heart so much, man. But Mr. Reese taught me how to truly hear the voice of somebody's soul, man. And just through his joy and our conversations, or just sitting back there, like you say, I don't know what his day-to-day life was with his family, but I know when we shared time together, he ain't had no reminder of any disability he had. He talked and he yelled, he laughed, and you know what I mean, man. And I just went along right with him, man. And the lesson even got deeper because what I learned from Reese at the time, I didn't have any kids. So when I learned how to truly heal the soul, when I got kids, I always kept Reese as a reference. So when my kids came, I remember when they was infants, I used to stare in my baby's eyes, man. And I just used to look at them. They would look back at me. And it's like I say, you know you got control of this thing, don't you? And it's almost like we would have a conversation. But I just used to be so amazed how my kids didn't have I'm talking about infants, they didn't have no thought process in a word per se. But they can look me in my eyes and tell me, go get me a bottle, change my diaper, lay me on your chest, and pat me to the illest rhythm you can come up with your hands, and we getting ready to take a nap, man. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit used to work. And I used to look at him and be like, how in the hell did you tell me that? And it would be things like me, like you say, both of them, my son and my daughter, they would be crying, and I would just stare them in their eyes while they crying. And it's like, man, something connected where I could feel in their cry and their voice. I knew what the hell, man. I still know what my kids want. I still can almost just look at them and we be communicating, man. You know what I mean? But it was deep, though. But I credit that to Mr. Reese, man. He was a beautiful man. I think I heard he passed now, but he taught me how to communicate with my soul. And like I say, we would just sit in the backyard after we cut the grass and laugh and talk, man. And I know I was his friend and he was my friend, but I ain't never understand no word he said, but I felt everything he was saying. I love it.
Let's stop sharing that. Let's see. How do I stop sharing that real quick? I'm lunching. Where's the stop sharing button? Okay. Stop screen. All right. Y'all speak on that. I'm gonna go on up to the board. Y'all speak on that. How that made y'all feel real quick.
It reminded me of my Richie story, actually. So I understand the effects of a relationship you build with somebody that you perceive their life one way, then you get to know them and they bring something out of you. And then I also know how it feels for that person to disappear and you don't know what happened to them. The only difference is I was the child watching the parent have the relationship that Trab had with the old man through my mother. So and it's actually, those are one of the best moments in my adult life that I really one of those things that when you tell us that we have to hold our parents accountable, but then you remember these good things you actually really saw them do and learn from. And seeing my mother be friends with this white man with cerebral palsy walking around looking like Sammy Davis, Jr. And she's still kind of Israelite. So she already looking different and he already looking different. And these two people is walking down the street and all my friends is looking at me because my mama is there, but they look so happy as friends. You know what I'm saying? And so that was the first time I definitely wanted to err on the side of the person who was done wrong or, laughed at. But I also knew what it felt like to really see yourself from the outside.
How did that story, how did that make you feel? Like, what were you thinking? Like, just in general, like.
You asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. At first I thought about class, and then I thought about Pootie Tang, and then I went immediately to right before he started the story in my teaching, in my education. Those were the kids that I had the greatest bonds with, the greatest laughs with, or at the party. It's the person that's in the corner that nobody's talking to, and you can feel whatever the vibration is that they're feeling. Is normally who I'm attracted to. It happened to me at the party that we went to. The lady was like, I'm not going to ever forget you. No one hardly ever talks to me. And we had a side splitting, like I cried, almost banged my head on the table laughing at this lady, or laughing with her. And so, and then of course it took me back to the kid part with the kids, and the children, and how magical those moments are in being able to read and understand, like you said, what your kids are telling you without using words.
Let me at a monkey school.
Get it, Scrappy.
There's a lot in that story. Yeah. When I got that story from Trav yesterday, Trav is a good guy. Trav is the guy that made the song, I know you want me, so let me into your space. I played it at the end of the song. Trav's vibration is like the sweetest, gentlest, huggy bear I ever met. When I listen to Trav tell me a story, Trav send me shit like that all the time in my inbox. And I was at the gym, and I was in my bench press mode, and I was at the gym, and I was ready to work out, and I had my shit on. I ain't up all of a sudden, all my shit. And then I said, I got a message from Trav. Let me see it. And here goes Trav. Yeah, man, And I like a Southern nigga because he remind me of CeeLo Green.
Yeah.
And as he was talking and I was listening, I'm working out and I'm like, I'm captivated by this story and his voice. And I'm like, how am I giving my all? I thought I needed some damn boom, 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 boom music to live. So many things about that story make sense because we was talking about Pootie Tang and we was talking about communicating with a different lanes.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna Craig Mama myself. Everybody don't know what that means. I feel ecstatic. I the boom, boom, room, bubble up. Everybody don't know what that means. Last night, we sat in the garage and we redid the whole Bears and Bubble song. We just sat in here. Look at their faces. Look at their faces. Y'all show y'all face. They hype. And we sat in here, and as we did it, after I had the track, I said, look, this is what we're going to do, y'all. We just going to mumble. Boom, boom, and we just mumbled because we wanted it to feel right. Because half the people ain't going to understand the world. Only the class going to understand the words and the deep meaning in it, but it just feels right. So I cared more about the vibe that the song off than the feeling. Maxwell got a song. Oh, pray God and call. I stand outside this woman's word. This woman who is hard on. What the fuck do Maxwell be talking about? I don't know. It's a lot of songs. Do it never fool it. It's like, what the fuck are you singing about, Maxwell? I was listening to Prince yesterday. This is what it sounds like when doves cry. What the fuck is you talking about? And he start off, dig if you will, the picture like he talking to a bitch. You and I engaged in a kiss. Then before, maybe I'm just like my father, too cold. This is what it sounds like when doves cry. And as a kid, I didn't know what the fuck a dove was. I didn't know what the song was about. All I knew was I heard. That's all I could hear. The feeling, the vibe that was coming off that thing. What the fuck is doves crying? We sat there and we until we got the vibe right. Then I said, now that we got the vibe and the rhythm right, let's put it to words. And what I'm saying is no different with Trav. I had a client I worked with named Corey G. He talked to me. He used to talk to me with his finger. And when I got to know him, I said, who the fuck this retarded motherfucker think he is to and walk the fuck on off? And I'd be like, Corey, you ready to rock and roll? He mumbled. He couldn't talk and couldn't, I don't know if he could hear, I don't remember. Could he, Corey, hear? Yeah. Yes, he could hear. It was something else he couldn't do. He couldn't talk. It was something else he couldn't do.
He couldn't write.
He couldn't write. I don't know if he could see. It was two things, two disabilities. But I know he could hear. Because he could tell what time I was supposed to pick him up by the second showcase on The Price is Right. This motherfucker done watched The Price is Right with his granddaddy so much every day. By the time the second showcase, when that motherfucker said, new car, the second time, Corey put his hat on. Where the fuck my mentor at? When that motherfucker said, it's a new car. When I walk in the house, Corey be, motherfucker, I know what a new car. I don't know how to tell time, but I know I heard the vibration. Did you know birds are vibration? Did you know the only way you hear is when people talk, it goes in your ears and it vibrates on your ear what?
Drum.
You got an eardrum in your ear. Hey, y'all. That right there just went in your ear and bounced off your drum and your brains interpreted. No different than light bounced off your eyes and your brains interpreted. On your tongue and your brain interpreted. Sweet, sour, whatever. But what Trav was saying was him and this guy could communicate without an understanding of words. That's today's message. Fuck them words. Read their body. Read their vibe. And sometimes you can't find the words to say what you want to say. Sometimes you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Sometimes you just ain't strong enough to get your point across. So that's when you do like, I ain't got to say none of that. I just hit you with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what? Maybe if people did that, then they will be more conscious. Because we trying to trick people with the words and the body is not.
Of course. Read vibrations. Trav could tell if that guy was happy, sad, based on his mumbles. And what we have to understand is you can walk in the house and you can tell if your old lady upset by the time you walk in the motherfucking house. Don't let people trick you. Understand that vibration is what has kept us safe for millions of years before words ever existed. I'm walking through the forest, you walking through the forest. I see you. I don't speak your English. You might be a different skin color than me, darker or lighter than me. I don't speak your language. I'm walking by you. I'm looking at you. You looking at me. I got my sword. This motherfucker look like he all right. And it's a life decision being made. That's called prejudice. You got to be prejudiced. Everybody is prejudiced. You got to be prejudiced. You got to know when you walking down the street amongst your own black people, what motherfuckers look. Let me go over here. These motherfuckers look.
Suspect.
Or some people, you walk up, this motherfucker, he ain't gonna do nothing. How you doing, man? You're prejudiced. You walking in the woods, you see a motherfucker, you look at it. All of a sudden, swwow, cut that motherfucker head off. Why? I ain't like it vibe. I ain't like how they look. Did you know cops actually have training where they have psychologists and psychiatrists to testify in court? Y'all don't understand there are laws associated with everything. There are norms and laws. So when the cops said he shot an unarmed man, so you just watching TV, you have to go to the actual court case and see what happens. Why he shoot that nigga? That nigga was standing there. He started rocking. He was adjusting his weight. When a motherfucker attack you, getting ready to attack, he adjusting himself. He's sizing you up. He started rocking. He was adjusting his weight. What? All body black. He didn't have no gun. He was just standing there. Cop said, yeah, he was rocking. He was clenching his fist. Cops, they do it. My man told me. He said, because criminals know the law. He said, what he used to always do when he got a guy, no matter what happened. He said, hey, such. And what's your ETA? He know that mean ETA mean your estimated time of the robber. He ain't even talking to nobody. He said that's just to see how they respond when he said he got help on the way. He said, man, I'd have been in situations, the nigga was cool, such and such. I said, yeah, what's your ETA? He said, the nigga whole vibe changed. He said, I attacked the nigga. He said, when it was all said and done, this nigga had a knife. He was finna kill me. They judging your vibe. They're judging your James Evans. You standing there, oh, officer, ain't nothing wrong. I'm good. Nose flaring like a mother. Everything okay? Swallow my spit. Everything okay over here, officer? We good? They judging your vibe. Fuck your words. You can judge your wife's vibe, your children's vibe. Your children come in the house. Hey, little nigga, what's going on? I'm okay. Instantly. Hey, come here. You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. And if it's too serious, you'll say, hey, goddammit, don't you lie to me. What the fuck going on? Because instantly you think somebody done something to your children or fucked with your kids. You can tell. Mm-hmm. So if you can tell others people's vibe and other people can tell your vibe, why not start using body language to communicate with people who you can't talk to any other way? Soon as you walk in the room, I ain't got to say nothing. That means I'm still mad at you. Get the fuck away from me. Don't speak to me. Y'all see that shit all the time. Fuck these words. We have to create our own language. We have to create our own language, our own body language. Think about it. People go out every day, men and women alike. I'll never forget body language. I was doing a presentation. It was at a teacher's workshop. And I thought I had went in there fresh, funky, fresh. And I always say, I'm a grower, not a shower. I always say that. But for some reason, my dick print was on fleek this day. And I didn't know it. I never worry about my dick print showing like that. You might see a little something, but you don't see no dick print. Some niggas I know, I'd be like, hey, man, why is your dick print showing like that? Get out of here. It's a guy, one of my friends come over here. I had to tell him, man, don't wear no more sweatpants over my house. Your dick's so big, it's noticeably noticeable. And I ain't hating, but goddamn, get your dick out of my house. He come in the house. Hey, what's up, dog? And get out of here, man. And he was like, man, I ain't even realized it. I said, when you got a big dick, you must not know. You know what I'm saying? But my dick ain't really a print dick. I had to snatch on it and grab it a little bit if I want to show the print. So I'm at this motherfucking meeting, and it's a 6-hour meeting, and it's training, and we in groups, and we got to move around and do this and all that. And about an hour and a half to the training, I noticed the women feeling me, and I'm kind of like, yeah. And then I'm kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And then I kind of feel this vibe from all these women. And then I kind of look down, and I'm like, damn, my dick print big as shit today. I ain't never had a dick print like this. These must be them George Foreman slacks I bought from Walmart. And I say to myself, buy some more of these dick print slacks just in case you need to be on a dick print day. But as I stood there after about an hour and a half, I started feeling so uncomfortable. I noticed to look down at my dick by the way women were interacting with me. Yeah. Teachers, white women, old women, gay men. Yeah, Mr. Clark says, yeah. And they walk up to you. Yeah. And it's like, almost like they were saying, you see that big tall nigga dick print? Go talk to him. Look at his dick print. And I realized, and finally, my homegirl that was at the training, I said, yo, do I got some boogers? I feel, she was like, nigga, your dick on fleek today. I looked down at my dick. I said, oh shit. Immediately, I felt embarrassed. I felt like, what if these gay teachers in here think I did this on purpose? All I could think was negative stuff. My mind didn't go to somebody think I got a big dick. I was so fucking embarrassed, and it was my time to present. I stood up there kind of like with my paper right here and talk. I don't know how somebody goes out and voluntarily says, look at my pussy print, look at my dick print, look at my ass, and then wonder what type of people interact with you based on what? Your body language. Because when you walking out in public and you got your ass showing and you got your tits pushed up or your dick print out, you got a whole different body language. Come approach me. Come do something. Come talk to me. And you don't understand that we're sending off messages and people are receiving messages, and you cannot get mad at what message they receive based on who they are. I'll give you a perfect example. You notice in the story, Trav said when he saw the old man, he didn't say, man, get off my goddamn trash, motherfucker. Instantly, he said, he reminded me of a short old man like my granddaddy. He chose to go in his conscience and he created a beautiful story about this guy. Hard-working ass old man. He doing this for exercise. Good guy. Da, 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 da. Based on who he was, he could have ran out here. Leave my trash alone. If his granddaddy was a dirty old motherfucker, he could have reminded of my ain't shit nigga. But Trav created a beautiful story for this guy. And that's what people are doing about you before they ever even meet you. Yeah, they've created a story based on your body language. You've already communicated non-verbally. So a lot of times we wonder why we get in these situations of aggression with people or situations where people are standoffish. They've already went into their what? Pink. Subconscious. They went into their conscious, not subconscious. And they've created a story about you. So when Trav, this guy come up to Trav ready to say, hey man, what's up, baby? You been doing what? Trav, the guy say, he like, oh shit. Fuck me up here, Jack. I had created a story of you as a World War II veteran that was just taking it. I didn't know you was slow, bro. Oh, I guarantee you originally that guy could notice Trav's body language like, and then Trav say he got, hey man, you want something? So understand with me. Please believe me, your vibe, you are communicating with people and not saying a fucking word. That's why when you ask the black woman, she be like, why everybody saying I'm mean? Because of your body language, your face, your vibe. I ain't said nothing to nobody. You didn't have to. You walked in this motherfucker like nobody better not say nothing to me. You ain't had to say nothing to nobody. I looked at you and said, I ain't saying nothing to that bitch. You can tell when they period on. You can tell. I used to work with teachers, and I'd be like, she like, why I have so many problems with the students? I said, because of your vibe. I said, I can tell when your period on. I said, what you mean? I said, because of how you dress. You only dress in jeans and t-shirts on Friday. You come in this bitch in your period on looking like goddamn, some off goddamn Love and Hip Hop out the trash can. You can tell your vibe. We can tell who you like. We can tell what students you don't like. Not by what you do, is how you vibe. Johnny, what's 2 + 2, Johnny? 5. All right, Johnny. You didn't say, you dumb motherfucker, I don't like you. Johnny, what's 2 + 2? Johnny said 5. You said, okay, Johnny, good try. They know. Craig, what's 2 + 2? 7. Craig, you trying, but all right. Kip, what's 2 + 2? 9. Come on, Kip. Hold up 2 fingers. Hold up 2 more. 4, you just helped him get the answer. They know you like him or feel sorry for him. You didn't say, I like Kip. People are reading what you don't say. People are reading how you respond, how you vibe. I can't imagine how it would feel out in public with my pussy print showing and I'm getting unwarranted attention. Okay, yeah, I got my pussy print out. I hope Fred, Paul, and James talk to me. And I'm standing there, pussy print. Paul, Fred, James, come on. And they don't approach you, but Cleophas approach you and smack you on the ass and turn around. And you wonder what message you're sending about yourself. Soon as we go to your social media, we read your vibe, because what? All of these images you put out about yourself. And I just feel like, oh, okay. I have women all the time. They hit me, women all the time. And it be some fine ass women. And I done jokingly said, I don't want another wife. I don't. But if I was to have another wife, what would she be, y'all? Money. She would just be a woman that her job, she makes a lot of money. She loves me. She want to be a part of this union, but she just makes a lot of money. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So I've said that jokingly, and I've had, as Kevin Samuel said, high, whatever, what the fuck is high dollar, high value women. I don't get the high value man. You man is as valuable to you. I'll fuck Kevin Samuel's bitch tomorrow. And then make her send my bitches some money. Where do these niggas get off thinking that they're better because they can afford pussy? They still lie. I know broke niggas fuck 4-5 women like me and don't lie to no women. Oh, I got all these high value niggas that they talk about. These niggas be getting divorced for cheating on their bitch and getting half their shit taken. Nigga like me, I bring a bitch home if I want to. Where's the value? But the point I'm making is this. I have women all the time inbox me. They say, hey, I could be that high value, high dollar woman. I could be that woman, such and such, such and such. And I laugh. I go look at the page. No, you whore. I can tell you a whore by your images. Like the way Trav imagined that guy, hardworking guy, by the image he's seen. I see your pussy print, all these selfies. I see you got a beautiful little daughter. I'm scrolling looking for her. Oh, you only posted her first day of school, her outfit. Looking for your daughter. Oh, you only posted her Christmas presents. So you don't care nothing about your child. You care about your face and your selfie and your dog ears and dog nose more than you care about how your child looks. The way you communicate with me without talking. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Okay. Go look at your Facebook page. Your prettiest picture. I know when you took a picture of yourself, a woman takes 10, 15, 20 selfies. Then she said, this is the right one. Yes, I found my best selfie. This is the right one. Now, put a dog head on it. Rabbit nose, bunny face, stars, freckles. You've just communicated with me without saying a motherfucking word.
Yeah.
We don't understand there's so much nonverbal communication going on. A lot of men hit me up. Yo, I want to build with you. I go look at their page. I don't see now woman. You want to build with me? Ain't now woman on your page? You ain't got a daughter, aunt, niece, goddaughter, female cousin? God damn. Your mama? You don't post, nigga, like, I don't post no bitches because bitches think that bitch could be somebody else. How you gonna build with me? You ain't got a picture of a woman on your page at all. You don't have to say shit to people because people have already watched you and created a perception of who they think you are based on your body language. Everybody know these two girls. So it's a new girl on the date thing today. She might be new. She might be doing what women do. She said, oh, y'all so cute. Y'all look like sister wives. You can see it. They too happy. They too happy. You can look at Chris and Lynn and see happiness. You don't see jealous. You'll see animosity. If animosity was here, you'll see it. You'll see it in how they buy. You can't. Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Hey, Sister Lynn, that shit is from genuine. You can't make that shit up. You cannot make that shit up. You don't understand. People are judging you. So it's okay for you to judge them. Judge them. Be prejudiced. If I'm in LA and I see blue or red, I'm turning my back. Because to me, that's Crip blood territory, and I am prejudiced to them. You understand? I like black. I like navy blue. I'm prejudiced to certain colors. I like crab legs. I like certain foods. Certain shit I don't like to eat. I don't like makeup. I don't like weave. I don't like none of that shit. If you got on that, I ain't saying that I wouldn't fuck you. It's just saying that I don't like you. I fuck a lot of things I don't like. You have to understand the messages that you're sending non-verbally. So listen, you have to start giving people nonverbal communication who you aren't strong enough to tell what you want to tell. I bet you can make that motherfucking guy realize that you don't like him without telling him that. You can end that relationship. What's happening? That's the computer. I gotta get a new computer.
All right,
I just had the motherfucker fixed. It's some about the fan in it. It's getting hot in here.
Okay.
It'll tell me this code. But that's all right. As long as that motherfucker don't fuck up, we'll have a new one for long.
Okay. Thank you for reading my vibe.
Yeah, that shit was distracting the fuck out of me. But I was like, I hope that shit. I had to get out my mind that it might fuck up. So listen. The best thing you can do is judge a motherfucker's body language before he ever get to lie and talk that bullshit to you. Because once they get in your face with that ego, and if their ego look cute, they'll judge you and say what they need to say. I don't think we really get this. People figure out what type of lies to tell each other based on what? Non-verbal communication. People are lying to you, turning into a different ego. If I see a woman with a pussy and ass print showing, I'm walking by her and I'm accidentally bump into her. Excuse me, damn, I almost knocked your drink over. Shit, I don't buy drinks, but I'd buy you one. You want a bottle of champagne? You want a bottle of champagne? Bitch showing her ass, titties, pussy, and showing off with all them earrings and shit. She would love to have a bottle of champagne to show off in the club. I know I got her. You want something to show off with, bitch? I told you I used to do it all the time. Roll up on the VIP, 4 girls sitting there. I sit right down. They look at me, who is you? I'm like, oh, excuse me. I just wanted to rest for a second. I've been jamming. Y'all want some drinks or some wings or some shit? I ain't trying to invade y'all space. I'm going to get right up. I can't cop a squat for 1 goddamn minute with some pretty ladies. By the time you said all that, I done scared them and made them laugh. Waitress, get us some wings over here. What you eat? And I'm aggressive. What you like? You look like you a lemon pepper girl. If I can, oh, you want them? Look, we going to get 4 lemon peppers. What y'all drink? All that shit. Drinks cost $10. Wings cost $10. 4 drinks, 4 wings. That's $80. Hey, my crew, come on over here. My niggas in the background waiting. Now we come over here and we telling all types of lies depending on how the bitch dressed. I'm a construction worker with a contract. I gotta go home. You want to roll with me and see this house I'm working on? I told a bitch one night I got a bitch to leave with me in the club. I'm driving my homeboy's fucked up truck. I done drove his truck to the club. I'm so fresh, I done told a bitch I'm a construction worker and I got to leave because I got to go out to a construction site to look at a house that one of my employees was supposed to be wiring up electricity. She said, well, I said, come on, leave with me. We get out there. She said, why you got this ragged ass truck? I said, I told you it's a goddamn construction worker. The bitch had a pussy ass out. I knew she would believe it. A regular woman would have said, well, why are you driving your work truck to the club if you were a construction worker? I said, I'm driving my construction truck. She said, oh, we just smoked a little reef in the truck. I said, shit, it's a nice night. I said, you don't let me touch you whenever. She said, where we gonna go? We gonna get a room? I said, I told you I had to go check on this property real quick. I done drove to a neighborhood they was building, fucked the gal in there, took her back to the club. Man. She talking about call me when you finish the house.
Let me help you decorate.
People are judging how to lie on you based on the nonverbal communication that you present. Same way Trav created a whole story in his head about this guy being a war hero and all this shit. And this guy probably been in the neighborhood moving trash cans his whole life because he's mentally ill. Stop being ashamed of yourself when you judge a motherfucker. I guarantee you, you're right.
That's a hand clap?
Yes.
That's a rap. And that's a hand clap. That's a rap. And that's a hand clap. Come on,
Chris. I done got all the master teacher notes today, but that was okay. So the judgment that we create based on what we see, we wearing the outfits that society is telling us to wear. People are wearing the outfits that society is telling us this outfit represents. Your drug dealer outfit, just like your sinners, your saved woman's outfit. Yep. Like when we are deciding if we believe people based on these outfits. Mm-hmm. And I know, like when you hear women say, I should be able to dress like that. Should you? Or if I say my rape happened, I'm like, well, I put on the outfit at least twice a weekend for months that said, I want you to fuck me on site. Come and get it. Yeah, like I'm ready. Like that's what the outfit said. I know that's what the outfit said because I said it when I was looking. Where these ready outfits at? You get what I'm saying? Where my little ready booty shorts? Where's my ready skirt? Where my ready half shirt? Like my everything with my fucking boots. Yeah, like this shit got names that say ravish me when you see me in it. So I don't understand. Yeah, that's
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come fuck me boots. Yeah, everybody got some come fuck me shoes.
Yes, you do. So what I'm not understand. I mean, of course we understand because people be lying, being fake, but I don't understand what would be hard, especially in this class, to get the examples that Jay that gave, because that's what we do as women, especially. So if we're walking around creating truths, lies to ourselves based on the outside whisperers, then we get out in the world, and when we're judged by that outside, we say, who, me? Not me. Couldn't be. And then be mad. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. So, yeah, go ahead, Sister Lynn.
I just think this is, again, one of those magical lessons. Master Teacher has done it again because he's tapped into, on the mental realm, things that we see, like Sister Chris said, all the time. And some things that came to mind was like grace and poise. We know in a woman's world, in etiquette, what that communicates. You know what I'm saying? Or hospitality or etiquette. When you're at a restaurant, you put your fork and your napkin a certain way. You cross your legs a certain way. All of those are signs and signals of communication. Same thing in sports. We high five, or with kids, like he said, he could now understand. He knows, even to this day, the guy that did the story, what his kids are communicating to him. If they dragging their feet, a woman knows if her man is stressed, if he's hunched, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we know that. We see that all the time in the physical realm, in a physical concept. And so now to take it to the mental, like, okay, yeah, these images, because we've been on images and imagination, and the thought and the images is the origin of our manifestation. So yeah, whatever outfit we putting on, we absolutely know that we are communicating. You choose what shoes. Am I going to kick some ass today? I'm putting on these boots. I'm chilling. I'm wearing sandals. You know what I'm saying?
So you know, if you're a woman been going on dates, if you've been finishing all your food, and you say to yourself, you say, should I finish? You like, fuck that, I'm gonna finish. If you say that to you and you like that, he looking at you, say, damn, she get, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of man that is, he might not like that shit. And then another man might be like, okay, I fucks with her because she real. But you know, when you decide to say, I'm going to finish all my goddamn food and I'm going to lick my fingers, you know that could go either way. Right. So start having these conversations, because I know where I'm going anyway. I'm finishing my food and I'm going to lick my goddamn fingers. I went there to lick my fingers at the end. I know that.
You know, it's crazy because you see dudes do it all the time. It's like, I seen this shit on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. I seen a couple of them. Like somebody had chopped up these videos. Let me put the link for my boy up real quick, Marshawn. Somebody had chopped up these videos of dudes sitting in their car like flexing with money. And they was flexing with money for attention to say, look at me, I got money. Hopefully some bitches would notice. And right there on the live, flexing with money, somebody ran up behind them in their own neighborhood and take the goddamn money. And the nigga like, one nigga was in there, he was flexing with his money and smoke, and the nigga came up and robbed him right on the block. He like, give it up, nigga, you on here flexing. And it's like not realizing when you're flexing for attention, you just sitting there flexing your money, counting ones. You're thinking, hope these bitches like me. You're not thinking, I am attracting them killers too.
Yeah. Robbers, snatchers.
In the same way, Chris is saying, and people always look at her differently, but that's her mental health clarity to survive. Yeah. She's saying, hey, I'm trying to put on a fuck 'em dress and make a motherfucker want to snatch me up and take me home. But you're also attracting the motherfucker that actually kidnaps people.
Yeah. And
he's kidnapping based on his sexual desires. He ain't kidnapping based big fat ugly bitches.
And then look, on the flip side of that, the guy whose house I went to after the situation that we're still friends. So after some years, one day we was talking and I was like, oh, how did you perceive me when we was young? He was like, what you mean? I was like, like, what'd you think? I did hair. I'm busy. He's a businesswoman, but like, you was a drug dealer chick. And I was like, what? He was like, what do you mean? You wore all the outfits. That's what he was saying. We was laughing. And I was like, I didn't wear the one with the big name. Like, I'm naming all the shit I know I didn't wear. He like, but you had the cars. You had the Lango. You had the stance. You had the color. You had the everything that was marketed to people who thought and moved like you. You had on all the versions of an outfit. I was a college student. We weren't doing stuff like that. And we were around different groups of women. So we were able to see what type of woman based on the outfit. And
real quick, let me say something. I want that brother to come in.
Yeah.
Real quick, we're going to play Trav. We're going to let Trav, we're going to give Trav some shine. And then we're going to see if Trav can come in. He might want to come in and say something about today's lesson. Let's see real quick. This Trav, I produced this. I sent this to Trav over the internet. He recorded his vocals, sent it back. I missed it and maxed it. And I think we got a pretty dope song. This is my boy Trav.
I know you want me, so let me into your space. I know you want me. I know you want me, so let me into your space. I put that wood on her, cause she said she like that wood grain. She sophisticated, but she like that hood thing. I warn her that this thing is addictive like cocaine. She say she's strong. I told her she ain't gotta be. See, that's the benefit of sharing. I give you all I have. If you give me all I need, that would be so nice. That would be so nice. I know you want me, so let me into your space. I know you want me. I know you want me, so let me into your space. We fly high like two eagles in the sky. She say that she love me cause I make her fly high. When we made a deal. Told her if she tell the truth and always keep it real, then I would always make her feel like a woman is supposed to. I'll be faithful, baby. You be the only woman that I put this code to. See, I'm a man. I protect and provide just like I'm supposed to. I give you all I have. If you give me all I need, that would be so nice. that would be so nice. I know you want me, so let me into your space. I know you want me. I know you want me. So let me into your space. I know you want me.
Big boy.
Yes, sir.
Big Trav.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Trav, man, if you can click the link and come on in here and speak to us for a second. We trying to get Marshawn to come in because he is the motherfucking. So you got to get out of the wonk land. You know what I'm saying? Check this out, y'all. We're going to make a Bears and Bubbles album. And all you got to do is get to us. And I can send you the beat and we can do all that. But like, we want you to get to us. We want to create this Bears and Bubbles album. The song that we made last night is going to be the first official song on the Bears and Bubbles album. If you can rap, you can sing. If you can get to us, you on the album. You know what I'm saying? I'm talented. I don't need you to be able to do nothing but just have some goddamn fun. But Trav, I sent him that beat. Ah, man, it's so fun because he's saying right there, I know you want me. She must not have said it. He said, I know you want me, so let me into your motherfucking space. I know you want me. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna get this Bears and Bubbles album. When we go down to Texas for PA's grand open up his new business, I'm gonna take my mobile system and we gonna do that. We got my man, the real AJ Walker. That's motherfucking Gabriel. I say the shit wrong every day, but Gabriel. I know he know I'm country. Goddamn. Gabriel. You know, I'm from the country. We say Gabriel. But that man's name is his goddamn name. So I need to, but then in church, we say Gabriel. Yeah. Gabriel, blow your horn. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we got some talent in here. Man, is anything y'all want to say? I definitely want to get my man to come in and wrap the lesson up. If he can't come in, somebody come in and wrap the lesson up. If he can't come in and wrap the lesson up, somebody come in here and wrap the lesson up. We have a new Bears and Bubbles song. You know, man, we want to premiere that joint probably Monday or something. We ain't fully recorded it, but we got it written. And man, that thing is flaming. So there go the link. Somebody come wrap the lesson up, man. Right there. That's a test. Boom. Who we got right here? That's my man Trav right there. Trav was, man. I ain't even call him and tell him I was gonna use him for the class because I ain't want him to be shy. I said, fuck it. If you send it to me, goddamn it, I do what I want to do with it. What's up, baby? Talk to us.
What's up, man? Man, you got me on cloud 9 this morning, man. I call what I do in the bathroom my spiritual chamber. And this morning I felt like I needed it. So when I go in there and cut my hair, man, get high as goddamn the Lord allow me. And you know what I mean? I just had that experience. So every day I go in there, I take something powerful to me that I want to listen and feed my soul. So, you know, I say, hey, I'm gonna listen to my brothers and sisters this morning, right? So I click on it and I hear me talking. I'm like, damn, Facebook tripping. My video, goddamn. They playing my video on they shit. This motherfucking shit tripping like hell. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. They playing my shit. You know what I mean? And man, let me tell you something, man. Like what your class represents, man. Like you call it the blue dot. And I'm gonna be real enough to say, I don't even know if I'm a blue dot. I might be a red dot, but I got other red dots. It's like Pepsi versus Coke. But I know what we're made of. You know what I mean, man? And so to see how this thing works, because what you don't know is yesterday I had a session in here and it was deep, man. We got heavy, man. And I used you as an example in my session yesterday. So to wake up in the morning and see you using me as an example, it's like, man, this shit really goddamn work, man. Like, goddamn. So regardless if mine is Pepsi and y'all is Coke, we some soda making motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean?
Yo.
And this shit just that blowed me away, man. And I'm just so thankful for y'all this morning, man. You and these beautiful sisters, man. They're my sisters and you my brother, man. I love y'all, man. Don't stop what y'all doing, man.
Hey, look, I've been lazy. I've really been forgetting. You know, you said you get high as the Lord allow you. When I get that high, I might maybe taking a fact. I be like, Trav, murder this shit. And then the next day I've been and forgot about your black ass. You know what I'm saying?
And look, I'm gonna tell you how the universe works, or however you want to call it. I called you last week, and I had a song concept on the same shit we talking about, where words ain't a motherfucking factor. And I called you. I say, somebody that know where I'm coming from got to make this beat, right? And I called you and reached out to you, but I say, it'll come. I ain't gonna force it. And here we are, man. And that message about vibration is so blood raw. I don't want to keep going, but let me say this right here, Carl.
I love you. I love to hear your stories. That's why I played it, man.
Your shit.
I'm
just an example. Go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What I was saying was, you make me feel how people tell me I make them feel. Listening at you make me feel like people listen to me. That's why I said, let me share my brother and just like let him see this brother's vibe. He's just sitting there talking to his phone, telling a motherfucking story. And I'm like, shit. The more I get, I'm like, I'm gonna incorporate it. Story time with Trav. I just like this shit. Go ahead, you got the floor though, bro.
Just like your Mexican video, man, and how powerful that was, right? Now, in the same sense, you use my story about vibration and talking with the soul. That same truth and reality and power and gift that I have translated to your Mexican story. Over the past month, I had 4 Mexicans in my house, right? And just like your video, these 4 Mexicans came in my house, and I got an older house, and I'll show you they shit. They transformed this motherfucker. Man, like a magic trick right before my eyes. They did the roof. I'm talking about the neighborhood. My neighbors say, you have a super crew at your house, right? And I've been in here with a month with these motherfucking Mexicans, and we ain't said shit to each other, but we've been grooving like a motherfucker, man, on that same Mexican house shit.
Let us, man. That shit was looking good, man. Mm-hmm. Let us see what you done to your place.
We just talk about that yesterday.
man, they told this whole motherfucker out. They told this whole motherfucker out like they do on the TV shows and brought that shit back, bro. You know what I mean? Real goddamn talk, man. You know what I mean?
And it looked nice, brother. It looked nice, brother.
And they did that shit in a week's time, man. Almost damn near. Like, man, y'all gonna go the fuck home. And we went and got a room for a week. But to see their commitment and motherfucking, man, that shit was beautiful, brother. And I know people say, well, man, why you ain't getting no brothers to do it? I say, I got brothers that do other things. But my friend named Jesus, I call him Jesus. I say, beyond what you think about the race, he got something inside of him that I got something inside of me. And what he did for me and what we do for each other is deeper than what the eyes can see. You know what I mean? So that's how I get the best out of people. And that's how really this shit manifests with me, is because everything I do, my wealth and my powers and my relationships I build, man. So when you try to calculate it from a society perspective, like they say, man, I'm a transformer, man. There's more to me than what meets the eye. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you, Trav, bro. I love you, man. I'm going to get some more beats to you, bro.
Okay, I love you, man. Call me. I want to talk to you about this song, too, man. I think this shit right here going to fuck the world up. All right?
Peace out, bro. So, man, how y'all like Brother Trav, man? He said he know he is a blue dye. He don't fully understand the concept, but he might just want to be a red motherfucker. You never know. He's short, and the short, fat niggas always want to go against me for some reason. Like when I was growing up, It always be a short, fat nigga that want to guard me on the court. And I would be mad because the short, fat nigga could guard me better than the tall nigga because he was short and fat and low to the ground and strong. So I would be like, short, fat motherfucker, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wrap this motherfucker up, man.
Somebody wrap it up.
Anybody, y'all got anything to say after that? We good? Congregation good? The pastor said if everybody's spirit is,
We're gonna give
I'm gonna
give
be
it
good.
image.
Come on, Enzo.
Give it
everybody's
image.
spirit good.
Vibration.
Yeah,
So come volunteer
they
me
keep
the
asking
honk
you
of the
to
day.
come in, Lorenzo. Can you please one day, Chris and Lynn? I don't know if they have a double crush or they just want to see you, or they. I think they want to see Mariah. That's what it is. Come in, wrap the class up, let us say hi to our niece, because I'm starting to not like that shit. Every day, Lynn being here. Keep winning, fam. I said, you don't put no motherfucker other niggas' words in my song, bitch. We got our brother Marshawn finna come in here. Marshawn, speak to us, brother.
Hey, good morning, family. Master teacher,
bro?
What I got out the lesson today is test the spirit. You got to know people's vibration. I hear what you're saying, but I watch what you're doing. And a lot of times what happens is people got good words and they sound good, but their actions, the image that they put out and what they stand for be the very opposite. So we can't just listen to what people say, but we got to watch what they doing so we ain't tricked and we ain't fooled. At the same time with us, let our vibration and our frequency, let it match and let it be real 100 and all that we say and that we do, that it lines up. So we got to have, that spirit of discernment of being able to test and watch and have great judgment of what's going on in the universe.
And you know what, brother? It piggybacks off the message yesterday, like you were saying about the spirit of discernment. A lot of times we as people, we don't want to admit when someone tricked us because it makes us feel like people look at you like, oh, you couldn't see a charlatan? You couldn't see a gamer? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we see these charlatans. We see these gamers. We see these pastors in church. We see these gay choir directors. We see these relationship gurus, and we know they fucking gaming. But because we shared one of their videos, now they exposed, and we can't stop supporting them because it's like, oh, well, if I stop going to Eddie Long Church, it's like saying for the last 10 years, Eddie Long had me tricked. So we will stay in some shit in order to look like we got that spirit of discernment when everybody can look around and say, come on, man, you mean to tell me you still going to this man's church after he got caught up with some little boys? You fucking look crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you guys, man. Truly do appreciate you.
Class, man. That's what I like. Someone say what?
He was still saying something.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
Oh, I'm just saying that I appreciate you guys, man. Since I've been in the Beers and Bubbles class, I found myself bubbling, on that blue dot and just making my way to the boom boom room. And last week, turning your gossip into gospel. And that's why I could relate to, Brother Travis when he was telling his story, and being in the community of reading people's vibration. And I, eulogize a lot of funerals, people going home. So I turn their gossip into gospel. And even, when people that the folks think that are crazy or people don't really understand, but you're able to understand and you recognize their heart and their spirit. So you're able to tell the story in another way and in another light that maybe other people didn't see it. So I really, truly was able to relate, especially when he was talking about the death man, because in the community that I come from, there's a death man. He passed away, but his name was Gerald. We called him Mud Tub because he couldn't talk. But he had the best spirit, man, was always live, always, talk with his hands and make sounds. But you understood, how he was feeling, where he was coming from. And he taught a lot of wisdom and never had to say a word. And that's truly, man, I can relate.
I appreciate you, brother. I love you, brother.
And one love, family.
You already know it.
Like he said something. He do eulogies, and what people don't realize, like before I really understood, before you made Beers and Bubbles, I was in a class and I had a professor that made us write our own eulogy, and people were very upset about that. But what I realized during writing it, you are writing your life out. So actually, it gave me a chance to manifest. And at that moment, I knew how many books I said I was going to write. I knew I was going to get my PhD. I wrote that. I knew I was going to have a healing center for women. It's virtual right now, you know what I'm saying? But we started it, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my way to my PhD. That was what, 6 years ago? And then once we went into Bears and Bubbles, it activated what I had just kind of loose talked or loose stumbled upon just in a class activity, that these people scared. And I'm saying, I'm going to tell people what I want them to say about me.
Let me say something real quick, and I don't want people to misinterpret it. The brother said he do a lot of eulogies, so I mean he has to have some affiliation. This is what it means, and don't take this the wrong way. I'm using the scripture. This is what it means when they said this lady knew if she could just touch the hem of Jesus' garment, she would be healed. I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. This is what they meant when they say somebody can look and say, yo, if I could get in that class, if I could get around them people, this class, we all make this class. Where 2 or 3 gathered, there it is in the midst. So it's like this class, I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. I'm just saying there's some revelation, there's some mental health clarity. If we want to use the word healing, use the word healing. If you want to use prosperity, but I don't know what it is. I was talking to Hop said, I can't sleep. I said, I can't sleep. The shit King Randall doing with the school, man, we finna go viral. It's like, wow. It's almost like just stay in the class. Stay in the class. It's like touch the hem of the garment, grab on, stay in the class. And it's like so many good things are happening, and they're happening for so many people. And the class is growing with brothers, whether people don't know it or not. I'm speaking, but I'm trying to attract men. I'm trying to attract strong men, because where there's 1,000 strong men, it's going to be 10,000 women. Well, the Bible said in the last days, 7 women will run to 1 man. So where there's 1,000 good men, it's going to be at least 7,000 women. We're trying to buy property. We're trying to buy land. We're trying to do some great stuff. We're trying to do some great stuff. And I just believe something is happening with us right now. And like they said, if the Indians got out there, 3-4 days, you know, I don't think people realize when they say rain dancing, when they rain, I don't think people realize. And I'm going to talk about prayer tomorrow. And look, I'm going to be real. For this class, I've been doing a whole fucking lot of studying. I got about 30 days worth of just words that we need to consider. I'm going to talk about prayer tomorrow. Prayer and what you're actually doing. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Listen. When they say the Indians did a rain dance, we talk about a unified tribe of Native Americans on a whole fucking continent deciding this day we gonna all paint our faces. Matter of fact, we having a motherfucking week build up to the rain dance. I don't think people understand this. We talk about nations, 6 to 12 million motherfuckers. Try. Listen, you know, I'm gonna sound like an Indian now growing up. This is Native. Listen, you remember we used to watch them move. Listen, the tribe and the council have met on the week of the flower blooms. We will prepare for our, and it's like, you talking about 12 million motherfuckers for a week. They paint their faces, building momentum. They preparing for a week. And then the day of, let's dance. And these motherfuckers want rain so bad for the harvest. We gonna dance till it rains. We ain't gonna stop. So they made it rain in their minds. You talking about 12 million motherfuckers stomping, waiting on the rain, and they got women cooking and shit, and we gonna do this shit for 2-3 days. That's like when Joshua walked around the wall of Jericho. You talking about a whole nation of motherfuckers walking around a wall, singing and dancing, screaming their God for 7 days, and the enemy on the inside that heard that these motherfuckers, they kick ass. They like, why they ain't coming in there and kicking our ass? Why they marching around our city? What's happening? 7 days, them motherfuckers marching around your city singing to their Lord. Then on the 6th day, you hear, bah, bah, bah. You said these motherfuckers finna come in here and fuck us up. Man, them motherfuckers lost crazy, start turning on themselves. I said all that to say, listen, momentum is a real thing. It's a real energy. It's a real thing. A ball rolling down a hill, it's real. And it's waiting to motherfucking hit somebody. And right now we bubbling. We bubbling. Right now we bubbling. That pot. I just hear this motherfucker. Them goddamn greens. You know when them pot bubble up and them goddamn greens spill all over the stove. Yes, sir. You can hear it. We hear. And I love it and I feel good. I know I can control the weather. I'm hype. I'm preaching this morning. I feel good. Ihandala robo shy shake or robo shy. Yay, sauce. Dabba do that. Let's get out of here with some Celebrate Your Body, family. Y'all just stay tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and ready to be ready. Let's get out of here.
Rub yourselves everywhere.
I'm going to turn it off when Lynn said find a way to win, Lorenzo.
Celebrate your body. Look here, family. We sure appreciate y'all coming out and letting us share our art with y'all. Because we believe
supernatural travel
is life.
We live
first. There must be life. Because life imitates art. And we just want you to live your best life. Decorated with all kinds of colors. And no lace fronts and no makeup. And choose who you want to dance with. And live life and love on. Yeah. Celebrate every day. Like it's your birthday, an anniversary. Just keep it funky, baby. Yeah. Celebrate your body and enjoy your mind. Come on, family. Find a way to keep winning. Woo. Supernatural travel. Supernatural travel. They'll take you where you need to go. In them far recesses of your mind, when you're all alone, and it's just you by yourself. We call it the boom boom room. Yeah. You got all your favorite vices. You smoke, you drink, let it all go. Snacks. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do it. That's how you do it, baby.
Celebrate your body. Man, we are to my least happiest time of the day when this motherfucking class ends. This is like a cup of coffee. This is a morning sermon. This is a shot of espresso. This is a shot of get right and stay right. Once again, we ask you to do us two favors. Bring somebody to the class that you know needed and would appreciate it. And also, you see it right there. Cash app us at the master teacher. Help keep these lights on. Help keep these lights on. This is not an entertainment course. This is an edutainment course. Yes. We are looking for mental health clarity. We want our people to be able to come here through YouTube, whether HBO, whoever, pick it up and get some mental health clarity. And this shit gonna get bigger and better. And we thank you for being a part of it. We love y'all.
No lace fronts and no makeup, and choose who you want to dance with and live life and love on.
Team on two.
Yeah.
1, 2, team.